Hello, one and all, and welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one, I'm here to talk about UFC Fight Night's welterweight bout that happened between Vicente Luque and Joaquin Buckley. But before getting started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification to get all of this that is new from this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. I believe, and not only that I believe, but it's a fact that the best fighters all across the combat sports sphere are those that are able to control space and close distance in fractions of a second. Great examples come into mind. The likes of Floyd Mayweather, a guy that's never been defeated before. His ability to close distance, control space was just on a different level. That helped him take the least amount of damage throughout his illustrious career. And last night I saw a great example of movement coming from the newcomer to that welterweight division in the form of Buckley. He did that against a respectable opponent in the form of Vicente Luque. Buckley was able to utilize movement in a way that I haven't seen any other welterweight fighter do in recent time. I know people may have their own opinion about this. This is only my opinion. One guy perhaps comes into mind that kind of has movement similar to Buckley in that welterweight division. I'm talking about the welterweight division specifically here. And that's perhaps Colby Covington. But it's not quite like Buckley. The guy was able to utilize movement like no other. I mean, the guy moves like a 145-pounder, very light on his feet, darting in and out. And we all know that that creates a nightmare for fighters, especially in higher weight classes. Because those guys, there's the 170-pound division. Okay, you may find guys who are still quick, light on their feet, so to say, but not as frequent as you would see in lighter divisions. So the guy's moving like a lighter fighter in somewhat of a heavier division. I believe this is going to pose real threat for everybody in that welterweight division. I was highly impressed with the movement of Buckley last night against Vicente Luque. And the way he was throwing his shots from very awkward angles, I was very highly impressed with that as well. Buckley's movement kind of reminds me of a boxer. Technique, in terms of movement-wise, I was very, very impressed. And I'm super, super excited to see what happens next for Buckley going into the future in that welterweight division. Who would make a good opponent for Buckley next? It's a very good question. I would like to see him against top contenders in that welterweight division. And I would not be surprised if we were to see Buckley compete against the cream of the crop of that welterweight division come a year from now, year and a half. Just because of the movement. I said it earlier in the beginning of the video. The best fighters that were able to capture the hearts of fans and titles are those that are able to utilize movement as well as obviously striking abilities in the MMA game, takedowns, etc. But your ability to control the space is going to determine so much. And obviously that has to be accompanied with power and good striking technique. Guys like, say, Adesanya, Floyd Mayweather, even Manny Pacquiao, the way that he was able to dart in and out. I saw a lot of that lateral in and out movement from Joaquin last night, which I think will help him become a top contender in that welterweight division. Super excited to see what happens for this guy next, and I will be tuned in every time Joaquin fights. If you made it this far, I appreciate you for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe for more.